What's going on, everyone? Peace and blessings. Check it out, Desiree, Cat, Africa. Welcome. I want to thank everybody for taking the time out. I am streaming live on YouTube. Not sure if everything's going to work properly the way that it should. I'm going to try to handle it the best way I can. Sometimes good help is so hard to find, especially in this period of time. But for us and many, we have to do what we have to do. And at this point, we don't want to make no excuses. We don't want to make no excuses. But what we do want to do is raise our level of expectation. Mr. Track Hawkins, my brother, logging in. I got a lot of my brothers logging in. I want to thank everybody. Peace and blessings. This is a new time. I mean, how is this new year rolling for you? Or is your phone still rolling off the hook? Everybody saying Happy New Year, and then you ain't heard from them no more, right? You haven't heard from them no more. You ain't gonna believe. No, I'm not gonna believe. I'm not here to believe. I'm not here to believe in no one right now if I'm not a part of it. I'm telling you right now, the only person that has my attention is me right now. This is very critical for many of you. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. We only speak the truth around here, right? Personal development and personal growth is really what I'm all about. This is a year. Mark my words. You can write this on your calendar. Write this on a piece of paper. Put it on a notepad. Anything around you, right? Put it on an index card. Put it on your computer. Put it in your room. This is the year of being seen. You will be seen this year. This is your year of being seen. Now, what people gonna see is really not important. It's what you gonna see. It's what you gonna see that's gonna make the biggest difference. And for some of you, you ain't going hard as you thought you was. For some of you, you never even came into who you really should have been all this time. This is not your fault. A lot of us went down the same path. That's why this particular broadcast is called The Road to Recovery, right? The Road to Recovery. I even did a little research for myself, and I went and looked up what the word recovery mean, right? And as I looked up the word, as I looked up the word, I was very blown away when I saw it. It said the recovery. What does it mean? A return to a normal state of health. For many of us, we never had a normal state of health. Nothing around us, nothing that dealt with our life was normal at all. We had no access. We had no control. Most importantly, we didn't have no know-how. We didn't know what we should be doing, what we shouldn't be doing. We got disciplined for things we tried, right? Trial and error. We had a lot of trials, and and what we have identified with is that we didn't know what we was doing. For many things, we didn't know what we was doing. For the people we was listening to, we didn't know what we was doing. They didn't know what they was doing. That's why we was hanging together. See, you attract according to who you are. A lot of us, we're upset. We're frustrated. We're mad because we're not living the life we desire to live. And we don't know why. We don't understand why. We have heart desire. Some of us have given up, but something inside of us is not giving up, right? If it was our choice, we will be gone a long time ago. For many of us, we've been through the rag end because we're just tired of trying, of not recognizing what exactly is it that's causing the problem. What's causing this interference? What's keep interrupting? Why do we have a desire? For some of us, we can't even sleep at night. Something wakes us up and say, you know you deserve better, right? You be like, well, why you ain't doing it? I don't know. That's why I entitled this thing, The Road to Recovery, right? And again, if you Google recovery and what it means a return to a normal state of health, mind, strength. You mean tell me you can recover some strength? Some of us, we ain't never even had strength. We never had strength before, right? And that's very important to realize that we really need to recover what? Recover self. We have lied to ourselves and everything around us. Some of us, we done tried church. We done tried to join the church, join the choir, join the usher board, join the ministry. We done tried all of that. Some of us, we tried going back to school. We tried, some women dated women. You tried to date the opposites, your own sex. Some of us, we tried to just, hey, I'm going to be single. I'm going to try this and see, does this work? We are trying everything. Some of us is trying pills, trying drugs, trying alcohol. We're trying everything to fix a problem that we never truly addressed. If you never see yourself as a problem, then you will not know that you can find the answer. See, whatever the target is, you're capable of figuring it out. You're capable of adjusting it. But you never saw yourself as the problem. You see, we see everything according to the way the world has taught us to see everything, the way the world has taught us to market. You see, your habits is what creates your future. Your habits, your day-to-day habits. Where did you get these habits from? Boredom, right? Nothing to do. Lonely. Try something. The person across the street. Somebody think they like you. You want to give it a shot. We're so in desperation for something new that is just not healthy for anything that we do at all. So what do? I come with the Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is about personal growth, personal development. This is a way to change the narrative. The only way to get something different is to do something different. I speak from a different point of view. I speak from a different language. I know some people want to know, well, why are you here? Because if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't be here. That's why you're not a millionaire. If I had my own business, I will be this. Your own business requires you. You can have whatever you desire to have. The question is, why don't you have it? That's the question for many of us. Well, I messed up my credit. Why did you think you need credit? Why did you mess up your credit? You see, we like to deal with the substance, the end result, We want to deal with the effect, but we never deal with the cause. What's causing us to be frustrated? What's causing us to be angry? What's causing us to feel left out, right? We never was put in. And that's what I'm trying to express to you. If you can understand the narrative, the platform, the foundation that I'm building on right now, it's something solid that allows us to stand on it, right? I can stand on it. So can you. It's strong enough, but you need an inner concept in order to have an outer response. Many of us, we're looking at the outer and it's dictating what's going on the inner. I'll prove it. Let me show it to you. You see, when you watch somebody else doing good, right? You watch somebody else IG, right? You watch somebody else get a new car. You see them dressed up nice. You see they got their hair done. You see they got their hair cut. You says they got their hair cut. I want my hair cut because I see them smiling. Why? Because they tried something new. I want to try something new. You see somebody with some new shoes on and you determine that the reason they're smiling and the reason their head is walking high like that is got to be the new shoes. So you want some new shoes, but it never gives you a feeling. You see, what you see on the outside should not dictate what goes on the inside. This is what causes a big problem called confusion. With this confusion come worry, come stress, comes everything that you do not want, such as jealousy. Well, why is it jealous? Many of us will not say, I'm jealous of somebody else. You don't have no choice but to be jealous because everything that you see is outwardly and it dictates how you feel inwardly. So you should know that this is called jealousy. Another thing, envy. I don't envy nobody. Yes, you do. Because every time you look at someone else, every time you see somebody else with a spouse, with a partner, me and my guy, we're going out to eat today. Me and my girl, we're going downtown and we're going shopping. It makes you feel some type of way. You see, on the outside, what you seeing is not really your reality, but it is your reality. And you end up taking that on the inside and it causes a problem, leaving you to be unstable in all you do, unstable in the things that you want to build for yourself. But you see, if you never reveal what the true nature is, if you never look at things, if you never dissect things, right? If you never look at what's really troubling you, what's really the problem. And the problem for many of us is we're disappointed. We're disappointed that we're not where we should be at this point in life right now. That's really that sums up everything. You don't blame nobody. You ain't looking at nobody. Like I just told you, we done tried motivational speakers. We done tried preachers, teachers. We done tried hustling. We done tried the IG little thing that swipe down. We done tried everything from people in your DM to even some of you know what you tried. You understand me? You understand what you tried, okay? And guess what? None of it worked. It never worked Because you have not tried yourself. You have not tried yourself because you never really became yourself. And I'm here to tell you, self-control is very important. Grounding foundation. I have figured out something, you guys, that goes way beyond what I have time to even put out here in this little amount of time. What I will do, I will connect to my spirit and allow that spirit to connect to me. I know I am filled with the spirit. I am not perfect. You're not perfect. Practice doesn't make you perfect. Practice makes you better. But the question is, what are you practicing? Some of us, we spend more time complaining, so you're practicing complaining. Your practice, your draw to you what you put out. What you give is what you get. Some of you give a little, you get a little. And for many of us, we have not given ourselves a full chance to be successful in this thing called life. You have taken more gambles on people in your life and with your life. And yet you still stuck in this place right here. You see, you can Google everything in this world. But one thing you cannot Google is what God wants for you. You see, you can't Google a template on how he wants you to do it. You got to be ready and in position to do it. So that's why we created this personal, motivational, self-encouragement, inspire yourself, believe in yourself, because this has to be different. There's many things out here, you guys. There's many people talking, you guys. This is not the season for us. For us, this is not the season to be talking. I said we was going to some place called bigger, better, greater. I want to walk you into this area. Bigger, better, greater. There's not a lot of talking going on in this area. Bigger, better, greater. Why? Because we never been here before. There should not be a lot of talking in a new area. All right. This is the year of being seen. You will see your strength and you will see your weaknesses. Let's just be clear. Call it for what it is. At least he's answering us. He will balance us out once you ready to stop hiding from yourself. You can run, but you can't hide. This time, something different is going to transpire. This time, you see, we had many trials. Many trials, and those trials only came to test, right? To see what you can do and what you can't do. And many of you should be able to do a lot more. You should be able to tolerate a lot more. But why do you feel the pressure more outwardly than the pressure you have inwardly? Because you never practice to deal with your adversary. You never strengthen yourself to know how to adjust your adversary. With change comes change. The question gonna be, how do you deal with the change? Because many of us, we want bigger, better, greater. We getting that anyway. You getting bigger, better, greater just by making time for yourself. But when you go to another level, when you get your own business, when you get a little check in the mail, when you get a little bump increase on your finances, what do you do at that point is about to be very critical for you as well as those around you. Let's be clear. Once you get to be seen and you find out that you was missing this much, everything that was connected to you changed against you. Now, this is where things get critical at, because when you change, this change, and now here is your adversary right here. And how you handle this is going to determine how far you go. All right? How you handle the change that's coming against you is going to determine how far you go. Let's be clear about something, you guys. We only replay out what we've been in. Let's that sink in for a second. You only replaying what you have already experienced. What you have already experienced has you feeling depleted, frustrated, lonely, like a failure. That's what it feels like, because you in the right now thinking about what was. What was done already happened, but it has your attention. You don't want to believe this. Guaranteed. Watch this. See, your tomorrow, you know nothing about. You don't know what tomorrow holds and what it takes to get through tomorrow. What you looking at is based on what you already been through. And for many of you, you done already been through the worst because you still in it. You still in a dead position and it's not moving forward. And today, what I come to do is I come to break it up with your help, the Invisible Crown Army. Let me get some music popping real quick. I want you to hold on to this word called recovery, self-recovery. Because when you recover, it says a return to a normal state of health, a normal state of mind, a normal state of strength. Signals, signs of recovery, right? That's what it is. Some of us, we ain't never knew that we need to recover from anything. You just go through everything. You go through heartache. You go through abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, whatever type of abuse, body, right? You go through all type. You don't know nothing about the body. Every time somebody mentions flesh, you think, oh, my flesh. You know, my flesh get the best of me. Why is it linked to sex? Because your mind is linked to sex. So every time you say flesh, you automatically think, I got to get my flesh together. If you was going to get your flesh together, then you will eat better. You will understand your nervous condition, right? Your nervous, that means when it's cold, your body shivers, right? And your teeth start chopping, right? That's your flesh. But nobody in the spiritual sector gonna tell you, hey, you don't know your body. I do know me. You don't know the body that me lives in. That's what we're talking. Nervous system. When it get hot, you sweat. Ooh, my hormones is all over the place. Well, how do you bring them into control? How do you get your hormones to not be all over the place? You don't know. So you go to a doctor, someone that studies something you ain't studied, and you hoping they can prescribe you something. Guess what? Aren't you tired of somebody prescribing you something? Don't you understand that this is an inside job at this point? So let's get some music on. Let me pop this thing into full gear, because I wanted to make sure I set the narrative for us. Because I get tired, you get tired, we all get tired. But one thing I don't get tired of doing is I don't get tired of fighting for something better that I believe in right now. There's something inside of me, guys, that just won't let it go. And maybe if it was you, some of you would have been ran a long time ago. Me, I can't let it go. I cannot let it go because I know I deserve more. Some of you, I can't let it go because you deserve a damn good friend in your life. You deserve somebody better in your life. And I feel like I need to be that better person that you deserve. I know many of you, you have the hidden components. Some of you, you could turn my life straight around and make me go to a level I've never been to. Okay? Let's just be clear. But since you've been so abused, out of tune, disconnected, lost in the system, right? All of us got lost in the system. Let's be clear. That's why we here. In order for something different, we got to get something different. What's up, you guys? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is our broadcast for personal development. I don't know where some people go. I don't know where they go to get themselves tuned up at. I don't know who they listen to. I'm listening to somebody that sounds just like I sound. I'm listening to somebody that understands every now and then another word gonna come out my mouth and it's not gonna be considered politically correct. But my mind understand it. My past understand it. I could say something and I'll be like, what? That's because I understand the language. I'm not no pretender, and you shouldn't be a pretender either. And some of you, the reason you've been isolated, the reason you've been kicked out is because they already judged you according to what they saw. You was predicted to fail, okay? Just like me. Somehow I found an alternate way. I found an alternate route. And with that alternate route, I have been on the road of self-recovery for some time. I'm recovering from foolishness. I'm recovering from some of my past decisions. I'm recovering from some of my ignorant outbursts. Words are free, but how you use them can cost you. And let's just be clear about this at this point. Right now, I was given the word restrain. Remember, we need to take the S out. We need to retrain. Retrain meaning learning how to speak again. Learning how to walk again. You know how many muscles in your arm? How many muscles in your arm just to make your arm do this? You don't even think about that. There's so many muscles in your arm. And you don't try to do this. You just do this. You don't try to do this. You just right? You don't have to try to do that. Because you somehow done trained over a period of time, and your mind recorded this. It recorded that this means hello, and this also means goodbye, bye-bye, right? Bye-bye. And you know what it means because you trained yourself to know what it means. There's other things that you have not trained yourself to do. And today we're going to get into that right there. Today we're going deeper, and I'm going deeper. You going deeper with me. So I'm going to tell you right now, right? When it's all said and done, we going to pass this test if I got something to do with it. If we in this class, then we getting the cheat codes. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start. We wiping everything out. We going to walk forward in this 2022. Let's be clear. We going to look. We going to listen. We going to stop. We going to look and we going to listen. That's how it works. What's up, everybody? My name is Adonis D. Johnson. I am the creator of I Am My Life Coach. I'm also the author of the book, I Am My Life Coach. I'm also the general of the Invisible Crown Army. The Invisible Crown Army is present. It represents character and attitude. We all are kings, right? We're kings because we understand that we're going inner to produce something outward right now. For some of you, the results that we had at the beginning, those results was fixed. We was not supposed to be satisfied with what we was given. The hand that some of us was dealt, we just played it out and we stayed and we held our position. But every now and then you gonna get the hand you rightfully supposed to have, and we gonna play this thing better. What if I told you life was cheating you? What if I told you that it was rigged up so you can fail? And for some of us, we continue to fail because we never heal. We never reveal the things that was wounded. What if I told you that for some of us we was wounded and we need to kick that thing open, bust that thing open, and we need to examine the wound. Examine where you was hurt at. Where are you wounded at? Are you wounded financially? There's a why to why you were wounded financially. Maybe because you was dependent on money more than you was dependent on yourself. Come on now. We supposed to rule over money. We supposed to rule over situations and circumstances, and yet what we supposed to rule over seem like it ruled over us. Some of you, your kids run everything. They run your house. They run how you think. They run your peace. You don't even have none. How can you birth something and it's sitting here doing what it wants to do? Come on, y'all. We have to realize that we ain't done what we supposed to do. I need to welcome everybody. Peace and love. Love and peace. That's all I speak. I am a positive influencer. All I like is positive energy. That's all we do is positive energy. But some of you, you don't need positive energy because you don't have nothing positive in your life at this point. You so negative. You negative about you. You negative about the way you look. You negative about the friends in your life. You negative about your family. You negative about your body, the food, the things that's going on. You negative. You got more attention to things that's negative. So you can't do nothing with this feed line. But sit back and watch. But for those that understand the power, those that understand the 2 or 3, why is it 2 or 3? I'll tell you why is it 2 or 3. Because the energy, the frequency, the energy, the power, we can flip this whole room. 3 people going up against 1,000, I guarantee you we will win right now because we are in position. We hold our position. We don't have it all figured out, but I guarantee you one thing we have figured out is that if God be for us, which he is, who can be against us? Let me get on into this timeout. You guys, right now, my name is Adonis, and I'm about to call it a timeout. I have to call on the spirit that calls on me. I cannot do nothing here on earth without the spirit, the access. I need help. You need help. We need help. I'm here for the help. Don't you kill the help. But in order to make things better, in order to stir this room up and stir the spirit up that's in you that you rightfully deserve, I call a timeout. I call a timeout on titles. I call a timeout on positions. I call a timeout on complaint. Anything that will let your mind run backwards. I ask God to put a pause on it right now. Unplug anything that you playing. Some people were playing yesterday. Some people were playing hurt. Some people playing the victim, not understanding your position is already there right there. You can never get into the future playing victim. Right now, you are not the victim. You are victorious. Today, we come in the presence of the Lord Almighty. Almighty God, right now we call upon you. Your power needs to arrest us where we at right now. Overtake us, correct us, shake us, make us, break us, realign us, refresh us, restart us. But don't allow us to go out right now. Don't allow the light to go out right now. We still believe that we can do more with you, God, than without you, God. For some of us, God, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. But God, waiting on you sometimes, it's hard. It's hard. But we don't have no other choice in the matter. So today, God, we wait patiently for your presence to take its place in our lives so that people can see you elevating us. We recognize we was dispatched to this dark, lonely place, and nobody can fit this role but the one that you called to fit the role. But we want to stop complaining today. Today, God, we just want to acknowledge you. We don't want to pretend with you. We want to be open and honest with you. That, hey, God, listen, when we look around and we see things, all we need to know is that we're changing. The environment don't have to change, but we can change in the midst of the environment. And right now, we're changing our narrative. We're changing our approach. We're changing our outlook. And that's because of you, God. You created us. You created us to be a conqueror. You created us to be mighty. You created us in the image of you. And with that image, we see ourselves mighty and strong. Come on now, have mercy upon us right now. Forgive us, God, for things that we have done, knowingly and unknowingly. Forgive us for things we might have said, knowingly and unknowingly. We acted upon things that we know absolutely nothing about. Today we sit here in humiliation right now. Today we sit here as a child right now. Today we sit here as a student right now. And God, we asking that the teacher will appear. We asking that you will appear, God. We've been practicing the wrong thing. Doctors practice medicine, lawyers practice law. God, we've been practicing the wrong thing. We've been practicing being a victim of situations and circumstances. But today, God, we make up no excuse. No excuse. We don't have no explanation, but we do want to reason with you right now. We do want to reason and let you know, God, if we still have air in our body right now, that we're ready to flip this thing right now. We don't want you to do it. We want to help you do it. We want to help you do it and hope that we can go help somebody else. So, God, we thank you that you're empowering us right now. You're realigning us right now. You correcting us right now. You adjusting our mind right now. You adjusting our heart. We said creating us a clean heart, not understanding that is a new ground we need to walk on. Today, if we got to take our shoes off in order to walk in a new place, to walk a new way, then God, we're willing to do whatever it takes, whatever it takes, whatever it takes, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Yay. Restore us so that we can recover. We can recover and we can play the position. But while we're recovering, God, we know we have so much that we need to show you. We need to show you we can be trusted again. Trusted again, that those that came to harm and hurt, that we will not be led into temptation. And today we can be delivered from all forms of evil that's working against our mind, our bodies, our souls. Come on, y'all. Let it go. We have to let it go. We going forward. We ain't never been here before. We will be seen. God, we will be seeing mighty and strong in you. We are no longer looking for somebody else. We looking for you, God. And today we are all here. I ask that your angels will take their position. This is the Invisible Crown Army. I ask, God, that you will help us be a part of this huddle every Monday in the 7 o'clock hour. We come here with purpose. We come here with purpose. We come here with purpose that we might get stronger and be corrected along this journey as we walk this road of recovery. And do it because your name is on the line. Some people don't believe, God. And it's okay. They don't have to believe. They don't have to believe in nobody but themselves. And if they done already gave up on themselves, then that's the only person they need to believe in. How can they believe in you when they can't believe in the one that created who they think they are? Seal us up, God. Let your peace reign. Fall fresh on us now. In your son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Y'all got that?
How many children tonight like never before?
Y'all got that? I hope you got that. It's time to go deeper, you guys. Success is not a secret, you guys. Be not weary in well-doing. Weary means tired. We can't be tired trying to do the right thing. Many of you, you have an idea. You have an idea that you can be better. You have an idea that you can go to another level. You have an idea that you could be restored. You have an idea that you could be successfully a woman of honor, a man of honor. You could be righteous, whatever word you want. That is an idea. But you can't be tired. You cannot be tired when he already gave you an idea. He gave you an idea. Ask yourself who you want to be right now. Ask yourself, who do you want to be versus who you used to be? For some of you, who you used to be was not acceptable. You made your identity based on the things you saw. Some of you, your hustling came off of the world, but God got no glory out of that. He got no credit out of that. Some of you, you still operating off of what you want people to see. What you want them to see? You want them to see your car. You want them to see your money. You want them to see you have money to your ears. Say hello, talking to the money. You want them to see your diamonds. You want to see your watch, your jewelry. What you want them to see? You want them to see your little lipstick. You want to see your little hair, right? Your little hair, it ain't yours, but you want them to see it, don't you? You want them to see your little body, right? So you put on a bodysuit. You want somebody to see that. But what do God see? He didn't create you for that. Whatever you get from that will not work. It will not work. You can't. See, let me explain something to y'all. Let's be clear. If we gonna be real, let's just keep it real. You want me to go deeper, I go deeper. Let's just call it for what it is. I'm not perfect, but I am real. Practice will make me better. And I'm recognizing for some of you, you need to practice thinking a new way. We need a new approach to some stuff. And some things we gonna have to look at. Some stuff gonna convict you. Yes, it's gonna convict you. But if it convicts you, that means it's correcting you. That is God right there. Who do you think made you? God made you. This is not about preaching. This is not about church. This is about your true identity and understanding that if you think you got to get to God, then you done created two gods. If you think that you got to get to God, then you done created two gods. Because if you could go in your closet, get on your knees, and you could talk to God and God could talk to you, then did it ever dawn on you that then that's one alignment, God and you? Spirits only can hear spirits. Okay? You can't get on a cell phone and call and say, can I speak to the Lord, please? You cannot do this, right? You have to go inside yourself. There's something about you called self. This is the role of recovery right now. I don't care who don't like me. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is I like me. All right. Now, if you can't handle somebody with substance, then the problem is not me. The problem has to be you. Because when you understand that God provides you with what mirrors you, he provides you with the exact same thing that you own. If you own this frequency, you draw things on this frequency. And it doesn't make sense to be down here and be dreaming about stuff up here and can't ask yourself, why can't I get the stuff up here? There's no reason why you cannot get the stuff up here. There's no reason. If you can think it, then you can have it. You can achieve it. It is available. But what we need to identify is what keeps you down here. What keeps you down here? There's a cause to this. There's a cause to this. You see, you can't be double-minded. Bible says you can't be double-minded. You can't be hot and cold at the same time. You can't have faith and have fear at the same time. You can't be happy and be sad at the same time. You can't be pure, right? Pure and be downright dirty and thotchy at the same time. You cannot do both things that you keep trying to do at the same time. And many of us, we don't want to release who we used to be because we scared about who we were coming to be. See, we know who we want to be, but what we want to do and what we want to have requires something. It requires the most important thing in life. Ask yourself, for what you desire, for what you want, bigger, better, greater, gonna require something. It's gonna require either you to give up something or you're gonna have to give something. Let's be clear. And guess what? That's where many of our situations goes left at and others goes right. See, you can't have right without having left. But we don't want to go right because we still looking at left. You see, anytime we want something, you're going to have to give something. See, you give a little, what you get back? You only going to get a little. But some of you, you've been gambling with your life for so long that aren't you tired of gambling? This thing, come on, y'all, I'm tired of gambling, like, right, for real. I'm so tired of gambling It makes no sense to me. I cannot lose me. I refuse to even argue with a broke person on a lower level. Let's just be clear. I will pass through. I will help you. I will sit here and try to feed you. I will kick you if that's what it requires. But at the end of the day, I am not staying here. And I know that I'm not staying here. And there's no way you can get into a dialogue conversation with Mr. Johnson that will keep me operating on this level, because I have something inside of me that says, bigger, better, greater, you don't belong here. And you need to get to people that can relate to who you are, that will challenge you with who you are, that will add on to who you are, that your change with they change bring change, and God uses y'all to do something great. That is my plan. So here it is. For bigger, better, greater, it's going to require something. It's going to require you to give something, or it's going to require you to give up something. But I guarantee you, you don't even know which one you want to do. Now, do you? Some of you don't, what do I give up? What do I give up? You see, because you're still in the earthly realm. A lot of stuff that you built has been in the earthly manner, right? The earthly manner. That means we was dropped here, lived here. We learned how to do things all from what's going on. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, because that's what's supposed to happen. There's nothing new underneath the sun. Everything that done happened up until this point supposed to happen. It's just this the new point. This the new point. This is the new point for me. And this is the new point for you. What's going on, everybody? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. My name is Adonis D. Johnson. I am the creator of I Am My Life Coach. I'm sitting here with the Invisible Crown Army, which will be some of you, right? And you understand what we're talking about. I thank you guys. I meet you with peace and blessings. I understand that this is how you dedicate time to yourself. We don't change up. We just grow up. We build up. And we recognize that right there. We have to constantly build in order to heal. We have to build something amazing. We have to build our confidence. We have to build our courage. We have to build a lot of things, okay? And in the process, we have to examine. Some of us, we done been wounded, and we have to study that wound. It's no sense to keep covering that thing up. And for many of us, let's be clear, we like to look at the effects of things, and we don't want to go back and visit what caused these things, right? We want to blame somebody. We want to blame the miss, the lady. We want to blame her, you know. I want to blame, he wasn't the right one. We want to blame the guy. You can't blame a human being unless you're going to blame yourself. Remember, the cause wasn't the other individual. The cause is why you felt you needed another individual. What did you want somebody in your life for, right? Why did you want somebody to enter into your life knowing that your life wasn't fully put together yet? Why did you try to serve somebody, an incomplete you, and think that you can complete him or they can complete you? That's the real question. See, that's a cause. Wherever there's a cause, there's an effect. And many of you, people won't tell you they will misalign you, right? They will mislead you and let you believe that your effect is due to your sin. Your sin is not the sin that you are in. Your sin is actually you not understanding that you are co-creator with the creator, and whatever it is you living in, you created it, and you should be proud of what you created. That's if you understand it. But many of us, we create prematurely, right? We don't create what we want. We create what we don't want. Show you how powerful and silly we can be. We don't create prosperity. No. We create poverty. We don't create bigger, better, greater. We create worse, bottom, low level, right? Come on, y'all. We got words all day. Let's recover right now. Let's just recover this right now. Let's recover real quick. We create what we don't want because that's what has our attention. Everything that's been loaded in here has already happened. We done seen it. You done talked to your girlfriend. Some of you so much you should have been a reporter. You listen to your friends, for real? What happened? And then what happened, girl? And then what he do, girl? And then what happened? And you so much of a child that you now have that enlarged in your head because you have feelings and emotion touched to it, and you done made that thing a reality. No, you wasn't in it. You wasn't there. You wasn't a character. You was an innocent bystander. Like for some of us, growing up, I watched my mom get beat. I done watched her do some of the things I just don't understand, right? But at the end of the day, you cover it up. You keep going. You keep going. You keep going. Not knowing, I know what I saw. You know what I'm saying? And those things that you saw is not happening now, but it's really happening now because you still have thoughts in your head. You still have old things that you still have not dealt with. But guess what? You don't have to deal with it. It's dealing with you. This is what I'm saying. You got to get what I'm saying, y'all. Please get what I'm saying. Some of the things that we have experienced, let's just be honest. You going to church didn't do nothing for you, okay? It did not. You was never going to have a conversation with God going in that building. I don't care if you was in your 16, 15, 14, whatever age you was. For some of you, that's the biggest problem we have now. You think you saved. You think God got you. You think ain't nothing wrong with you. You just think you had bad luck, right? You done dated this person, just bad pick. You dated that person, just another bad pick. You done sit here and done this. You know, I love this chicken and I fried chicken. You know, you just keep thinking that life is just dealing you a bad hand. It's not. You just eating everything because you have not managed yourself well. Many of us, we don't manage the people around us. You just let people come into your house and do whatever you want to do, right? Some of you, ask yourself this question. Will you take a test that you have not studied for? Just ask yourself that. Let's cut this little music down. Ask yourself this one question. Will you go take a test that you know you didn't study for? Right? That's the real question. Because for many of us, no matter how I look at this, I know I'm not taking no tests I ain't studied for. But for many of us, we try. You ain't ready to date nobody. Not at all. But you want to. Because you think, what if I pass the test? Then, see, this is your creativity right here, right? This is creativity. When I pass this test, then I'll be happy because I will be with somebody. I don't have to be by myself because you done associated not being with nobody. You done associated not being unhappy. What's the opposite of unhappy? Is I'm sad. So the opposite of sad is happy. I'm by myself. The opposite of being by myself is being in a relationship. Just like the opposite of hot is cold. If many of you are angels, then guess who we're fighting against? Gotta be the opposite. Demons. So if the opposite of angels is demons and the opposite of up is down, then the opposite of being single is being in a relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying to you yet? I'm saying, I gotta get to the script. I gotta get to the flip the script. What's up, y'all? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I understand, for those that can understand, that it's about time to bring forth a change. I am part of your change. You are part of mine. I welcome you. I hope you can stick around. Follow the flow. We here on Mondays in the 7 o'clock hour, and we here on Saturdays in the 3 o'clock hour for a rude awakening. And let's be clear. For many of us, we gonna go to sleep in life. Let's be clear, right? Some of you, we gonna go to sleep. Let's just be honest. Jesus went to sleep. We don't want to be on guard all the time. Let's be clear. But it doesn't make sense to be asleep 15, 20 something years. Many of you, you've been asleep a long time, okay? I'm waking you up with the Spirit of God. I have the Spirit of the living God. For many of you, we don't need religion. I'm not religious. I read every day. I serve the living God. And the living God, that means relationship. And with relationship, do you know how long it took me to understand relationship? Look at some of my first feeds. Then you will see I taught myself relationships right before your eyes. I came on here teaching myself relationship. I had to be friends to people who can never be friends to me. I had to be friends to people that never had a friend like me. So I had to love people. I had to support people. I had to embrace people. I had to look like a fool, humiliation. You see, this is what it took in order for me to have the breakthrough. To much is given, much is required. You see, you give a little, you get a little. For me, I can't afford at this point to downplay my life, even if I'm in the worstest place in my life. I cannot afford to settle here. I still feel that there's something greater waiting on me. It's waiting on me, and if it's waiting on me, then it's waiting on you, because I'm taking you with me. Some of you on this beat, you going with me. Let's be clear. Somebody got to be part of this story. Somebody got to be like, look, you remember we was on a Mighty Monday Meltdown? I'm like, yeah, and God doing something amazing in your life? Absolutely. TJ, what's good? Peace and blessings. I learned humiliation is a special type of tool. Humiliation meaning I don't care about being embarrassed anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing that the enemy can use against me that will shame me, when I know for a fact I've been in shame for a long time. Some of you still trying to protect your little image. It's about time you just create you a new image. Don't you know you can make yourself over again? You can make yourself better. The hell with what was behind you. Let's talk about what's in front of you. Let's talk about what we can do. Let's talk about some of these secrets that I have that I'm willing to share. And I ain't asked you for anything other than support yourself. You're going to have to support yourself, because remember, you give a little, you get a little, right? Keep in mind, I told you, the scripture says, be not weary. Weary means tired. But nobody knows this, because we only talk to understand what we meant to understand, and you need a relationship. If God was coming to you, he will come to you by somebody that connects to you that don't give a damn about what you think about them. This is right, wrong. You can't make wrong into right, okay? Right is right, okay? But let's be clear. We like the opposite. If we down, we want to be up, right? And if we up, then you better not never want to be down. Do you hear me? Let's just be clear. If you single and you unhappy, you done associated unhappy with single, and you realize that the opposite has to be dealing with somebody else, which is a relationship. But what if the other person is single and unhappy, and then now both of y'all get together and you got two people that feels like, damn, we are unhappy, and now we really unhappy, and this thing done turned into an unhappy situation. You see, no maturity, no growth, no understanding. But we finna get some understanding today, you guys. Man, I thank you guys. Be not weary, be not tired, be not exhausted. Some of you watch them words, because every word that comes out their mouth, Dave, it only confirms where they at. Let me say this part one more time a different way. In this season of being seen, you're going to see your weakness and you're going to see your strength. You're going to see both of who you really are. Let's just be clear. Notice, if I'm doing this, then where am I at? Am I over here or am I over here? No, I'm right here. I'm right in the middle. This is what we've been missing. You guys got to find this secret. I'm giving you it right now. This is a secret. Let me say it again. In this season of being seen, this is a season of being seen. This ain't a Pastor Johnson talking. I don't care if that's what you got to call me. Even if you call me Pastor Johnson, you wouldn't even listen to the pastor you listen to now, because he knows nothing about your situations, okay? Second of all, he's not going to open up himself, get down there with you and say, this is how I know. You see, that's why I love a drug dealer or somebody on the street, because they'll tell you, look what happened to me. You ain't, look what you got to prove what you done been through. And that proving it is your experience. I have experience in what I talk about. I'm not here because I done got it right. I'm here because it's about time I get it right. And I hope that's why you here too. There's two sides to this thing. There's your strength is going to be seen and your weakness going to be seen. And who is it going to be seen by? It's going to be seen by you. The God in you is going to see you. And you're going to see yourself being better. You're going to see yourself being greater. And you're going to see yourself being bigger. But when you look at this weakness, ask yourself, why did he inflict you with this weakness like this? Ask yourself, why did he put this weakness on me? It's so you can understand this part. See, the strong part to you, that's the gift. Everybody wants the gift. But this weakness is your immaturity. This is your ignorance. This is what you fail to learn or be taught. And sometimes you wanted somebody else to teach you something that only you can teach you. And this right here is your job. But school couldn't tell you this is your job. Your mama, family, friends, whoever didn't tell you this is your job. This is something you had to scratch your head and be like, who's supposed to teach me this? Maybe my pastor supposed to teach it to me. Maybe my baby mom supposed to teach it to me. Maybe my baby daddy supposed to teach it to me. He got the block on lock. That's your job. Okay? That is your job. Let's go into the scripture and let's get something out of this. Ain't no sense us talking about it. Let's be about it. This is the year being seen. 3 things you're going to need moving forward. You're going to need to stop. You're going to need to look. And you're going to need to listen. I'm going to say it slower. When your mind start running, when you want to go run and do something, when you want to go spend some money, when you want to go make a decision, when you want to go sit here and do something with your girls now, you're going to need to say stop. Just stop. Your mind. When your mind start replaying old moments, when you start thinking about what so-and-so did to you, when you start seeing, because see, I told you, when you change, it's going to bring on change. When you change, you're going to bring the person you've been looking for in your life. Okay? Some people hiding from you. But when you change to bigger, better, greater, the one that's hiding from you going to show themselves. And that right there, that's when stuff get real. Because you're going to be like, I can go get them right now. I can go get them right now. Oh, they did me wrong. They did me dirty. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. With change comes change. You see, for some of you, Lord, if you help me through this one thing. God, if you do this for me this time. Your prayer on this time is what he was waiting on. But soon as it happened for you, your butt went back to that time. I saw these shoes I've on. Oh, man, I'm about to, they going to send my little check out. I got my little money. I got my little money now. It's going to be on. You see, what am I saying? We are the weakness. This is the weakness, you guys. There's no sense to change when change going to bring on change. See, when you change, what it is that you was so comfortable with changes too. And now that it changes too, it's how you handle the sales now. So you're going to have to tell yourself to stop. Right? Just stop. Just stop. Stop, 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 stop. Now, first thing is to stop. Second thing you're going to do. Once you stop, 3 things. And I'm going to close out with these same 3 things. First thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to stop. Second thing you're going to have to do, you're going to have to look. You're going to have to look at how far you done came. And you're going to have to look at how far you ain't came. See, your strength is your weakness. For some of us, when you look at this thing, you could have done this 10, 15 years ago. Some people could have got married a long time ago. But they had to look at the life. They had to look at the trick of the enemy. You see, it ain't until you want to do the right thing that you activate the wrong thing. It ain't until you want to go bigger that it seems like down here get interesting. It ain't until you sit here and realize like, man, I want to start working out. It ain't until something else happened when you're looking like, a birthday party, lobster steak. Man, we having a cookout. You don't have to spend no money. You see, you're going to have to look. Stop, look. You're going to have to look. Look at yourself. Look at your own self. Look at your tongue out your mouth. Look at when you look at what you like, right? Watch your mouth start watering. You don't have to look at that. Why is my mouth watering over this right here? Because your body has a nervous system. And this nervous system been running before you even thought about your nervous system. If you hit a spine or something, your spine might paralyze your body. Well, your body don't move no more, right? Somebody got their spine injured, they can't walk no more. They can't move anymore. They're paralyzed, right? Paralyzed. That's because your nervous system has been damaged. Many of us, our nervous system has been damaged, okay? Damaged meaning we want everything that we shouldn't desire to have. We own it now. Let's be clear. We done had good times, bad times, ratchet times. We done had some moments. Come on, y'all. Oh, y'all gonna leave me out here? Let's go deeper. I need you to go deep. Look, don't you leave me out here by myself. Go deeper. Some of you, let's be clear, okay? McDonald's, you back car park, okay? It will go down anywhere, okay? Bad management, okay? Go deeper, all right? Done had, yes, moments, Kim. Yes, Lord. What am I saying? It doesn't happen already. So being that it doesn't happen, we know that the thrill is gone. We do know the thrill is gone. Those are moments, and some of you still believe you can reenact those moments to feel young again. And if you feel like you young again, that goes to show you that your body got older, but your mind has never been tended to. Your mind has never got tended to. I speak here and put on that 10-year thing, right? 10 years and 10 years. I said, poverty mindset. Trust and believe me. The picture looked dope. Had long dreads. Used to get them done. All this and all that. Used to be up here walking my little hair swinging. Just so, look at that. That didn't even look feminine, right? Just swinging my hair, right? I had some business going on. I didn't have a tomorrow, right? I wasn't looking at my future. I wasn't thinking about the sacrifices. If I would have saw what I saw and been mature like I am today, y'all wouldn't even know me. Let's be clear. I'll be the one that got away, went away, and I'm still going to be that person. Let's be clear. And I hope you the one that get away with me as well. We don't belong here. But with that dude, let's talk about Samson. Remember the dreadlocks? See, the Lord told me that there's going to be something coming where men are going to become feminine, because long as you're doing this with this hair, you're going to think more about your hair than about your heart. You're going to think more about how you look than about your God. And it's bad for a man. Now, woman, you can run behind that man and be like, you the head. But that man cannot run at all. And what God told me to do? He told me to shave that stuff off. It's time for it to go. Why? He told me to cut them dreads off because bad energy and good energy is twined up together. What that means? That means when I created you, everything's supposed to shed. So women, you should know this. When you comb your hair, so much of your hair has to fall out. Because the more that falls out, the more it's supposed to grow again. So when you cut your ends, your split ends, right? Your ends that got ends now. I ain't talking about no little hairstyle where you got a little salt and pepper or a little cock to the side. I'm talking about when you cut your hair, don't you know your hair grow back quicker? Right? You cut, it grows. You cut, it grows, right? But with dreadlocks, you entangle that, so you got bad energy on your head, walking around being reminded about your past. Watch this. So, if you cut your hair, ladies, and you cut your split end and your hair grow back longer, then what happens when you cut the things from your past off? You get more closer to where you're trying to go. See, the more I cut, the more I can go forward. But some of us, you can't go forward and backwards at the same time. You have to make a choice. You can't have bigger, better, greater when you settling for a little bit worse and worse. You keep talking about only need the faith of a mustard seed. Hey, find you a friend that got more faith than you can prosper off of them. How about that? If you find you a quality person will demand quality things. Some of you just don't have the faith to ask for what it is you desire. So you're looking for a miracle. What is a miracle? A miracle is a word that's being used to help those that don't have faith. That means if you have faith, then you got substance to know that whatever I desire to have, I can expect I will have it at some point or another. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I believe that it will happen. For many of us, you got to come on, y'all. You got to understand me. You want me to go deeper? I go deeper. You see, we got to stop. We got to look in the last one. We got to listen. We have to listen. Listen. At this point, I don't have nothing else but I'm done talking. There's no more talking in me. I'm talking to who I'm talking to right now. I can't talk to nobody but myself right now. I don't know when it's going to happen. Come on, it's your prayer for the night. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. But I still believe that it can happen. And the only way that I know that this can happen is if I take a good look at myself. If I take a good look at myself and change myself, once I change myself, I change the narrative. And that's all I believe that God is waiting on us to do. Let me get into this scripture real quick, you guys. Let's go with, this is good. Let's go with Luke 4, right? This is good. Look at this. Luke 4, 35. Luke 4, 35. Check this out. Listen to this. Watch this, right? 32. They was amazed at his teaching. Why, thank you guys. Thank you. Because his words had what? Authority. Why do my words have authority? You see, if you connect to me and I connect to you, then God comes down and he starts speaking with us. That's the authority, right? Now watch this. In the synagogue, there was a man possessed by a demon. Some of you, what's the opposite of demon? Angel. Possessed meaning they don't see nothing wrong. We was possessed at one time. We didn't see nothing wrong either. We like our music. We like put on a wobble. Watch you go out there and do that dance. Put on electric slide. You're going to do the little slide to the side. Hey. Put a little side to, hey. You're going to put on the what's name. You're going to dap. Put on TikTok. You're going to do the little, some of you still trying to, can't sit here and make a comma come into your account. But you can get up here and do a dance and say, I'm going to learn this dance. And the devil smacks you 35,000 times. But you sitting on here on the TikTok like, you can't, See, this is what makes me upset. That's why I don't be in social media like this. Let's go, y'all. Let's go quicker. Come on. Not let's go deeper. Let's go quicker. Hey, that's something. Shut up, AJ. Watch this. In the synagogue, a possessed man by a demon. Okay? Some of you, we're that demon, okay? You're that demon. Yes, you are. Let's look at your life. You that demon, okay? All that matters is we can get it up off of us. I don't care about a demon. You just can't live in me. That's it. You just can't tell my daggone little life no more. Okay, that's it. Let's just call it for what it is. It says an impure spirit. There goes something else. There goes another problem. I ain't no demons. Okay, let's try impure spirit. Impure spirit. Anything that's impure is not pure. So, if you came from an impure environment, if you did things that was not, cleansed and clean, you didn't do things decent and in order, you was at the back of the car, you was in the movie theater, you bathroom, it just happened, right? Impure moments. And you have those impure spirits in your head. And you'll get people that will come and trigger the things that somebody else placed or that you placed. So you got that thing, and that thing is a drug because somebody else wants the same thing that you gave somebody else. So somebody else introduced you to something that's going to be introduced to what you was introduced to, and that's how it never leaves. And it stays there for a long time. Watch this, guys. Listen to this. And it was amazing the word. Okay. He cried out at the top of his voice, go away. Go away, right? Listen to this. Go away. What do you want from us, Jesus of Nazareth? Stop. What do you want from us? You mean demon and you is us? You mean you and your little relationship, this is us? Poverty, us, nothing, us, this is us. You mean tell me a demon will claim something that you ain't claimed? This is our little relationship. We together. Oh, no, we ain't. You see, poverty can't claim me. Let's just be clear. I'm so clear on this. Is that let's just cleanse all this room right now. This is why I tell you, be careful about these little titles. Because when your little butt try to do something that's not in tune, you end up bringing some Looney Tune stuff into your stuff that could have been good, right? So look right here. It says, go away from us. What do you want from us? The impure spirit is talking. That's your soul, right? Your soul, impure spirit. And the demon is talking. What you want from us, Jesus? Notice, many of you have Jesus in you. Here's why I say your change will bring change. Because when you change, somebody else got a problem with you. Your presence, your business, your smile, the way you look, the way you walk, the way you talk, your business, your affairs, your future, your bigger, your better, your greater, and all those things is already activated. It was already activated, okay? But if you sit here, remember, stop, look, you're going to have to listen now. You're going to have to listen to what they saying, right? Now watch this. Let me show you why you got to listen. You come to destroy us, see, your elevation will destroy the hell around you. Your elevation will bring down the generational curses. Your elevation will change the narrative of everything that connects to you. I don't care if it came out of you when you was 18, you had a baby when you was 20, you could have a baby when you 16. At this point, you 40-some years old now. Born again, okay? New ideas, I'm birthing everything new at this point, okay? Now that you understand this, watch this. Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are. See? Bigger, better, greater has to leave the bottom level. People know who you are. The question is, do you know who you are? Who teaching you when you should be teaching your damn self? Let's just call it for what it is. You understand what I'm saying. There's no conviction in what I'm saying. There's only conviction in regards to you being convicted by what I'm saying. But if I convict you, then it will change you. Teaching you is your job. It's an inside job. This is the inner concept. Watch this, guys. Let's go quicker and deeper. How you come to destroy us, the Holy One of God? Listen to what Jesus said, and I'm done with this verse. Be quiet. Verse 35. Be quiet. Stop. Look. Listen. Listen meaning the demon is coming up off of you. The impure spirit is coming up off of you. But you got to stop trying to defend yourself. You got to stop trying to protect yourself. You got to stop sitting here. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. Right? You don't have to at this point. Because you can't sit here and do your own talking for you. When all you need to do is make the direction, the choice that you're going this way. I'm done with cold. I'm ready for hot. I'm done with blind. I'm ready to see. I'm done with dark. I'm ready for the light. I'm done with this. I'm ready to go here. And if I'm going here, I don't know who's going here with me. Let's just be clear. You see, that's my point. I don't know who's going with me, but I will have to see when I get there. Got that? Yes, God. I got it. Hope you got it. Listen to this. And watch this. Sternly, come out of here. Be quiet. Right? Soon as they was quiet, come out of him. The Spirit of Christ was talking, right? When the last time did somebody talk to you? Today is that time that you just talked to you. Because if you can hear what I was saying, then you was talking to yourself. And when you was talking to yourself, you was overriding what was actually riding on you. An impure spirit don't belong in you. A demon do not belong in you. It don't belong in your relationships. It don't belong in your body. It don't belong in your thoughts. It don't belong at all. Okay? You got an open mouth, an open mind today. This is an open road. This is the road for recovery, and we are recovering quickly right now. Get yourself together. Let's move. Watch this. The demon threw the man. See? Now you don't want me no more, right? See? Some of you going to get thrown out the relationship. You're going to be like, well, I guess we ain't together then. Well, damn, he checked me, right? You're going to be like, well, okay, well, hey, well, it's on me now, right? That's how you got free. But some of you talk too much. Stop, look, and listen, right? Watch this. Then the demon threw the man on the floor, threw him down before them all, and came out without injuring him. See? Without injury, meaning, how are some of you still pretending like you hurt? Still pretending like you frustrated? Still pretending like you mad? It said they came out with no injury. No injury meaning your heart wasn't broke, your mind wasn't broke, your finances wasn't broke, because you ain't even had nothing to spend anyway. That's why it happened that way. Demons only come where you are desperate, where you are vulnerable at, because you ain't handled your business. See, some people, I'm so vulnerable. You don't have to be vulnerable when you understand that I desire the best. And being that I desire the best, this is what I give. Nobody takes nothing from me. I give freely as it's given to me. God knows he could trust me with that, right? Ooh, I got to hurry up, y'all. Listen to this. It came out, all the people was amazed and said to each other, what? Where you get this authority and this power from? That he can order impure spirit and they come out, and the news about him spread it to the surrounding area. And the news, see, people want to talk about you. Because you don't roll with them no more. They post talk about you. But some of you want to go to the dress and they posted me on social media. They put me up. I know who they was on Facebook. Man, if you don't shut your mouth. Okay? Now listen, I got one quick thing I got to hit on and I'm done, you guys. Because that was my real thing I supposed to say it, okay? Let's be clear. I messed up. But I'm finna clean it up real quick. I need to give y'all this though. Can you please drift on over with me? Man, where is this at? Hold on. Don't move. I can't stand this little phone sometimes. Okay, Matthew 11, verse 28, and I'm done. Please roll with me, you guys. If I'm smiling right now, that's because I feel God. I feel His presence right now. Don't leave me by myself, okay? Y'all know don't leave me by myself. I need some backup. Don't leave me by myself now. Matthew 28. Let's run it back. Kick this field goal real quick. Okay. So, y'all got everything that I said. You put in a little, you get a little, right? We understand what habits is, right? You cannot outperform your old image of who you was, right? Don't take no test that you don't study for, right? If you don't like what you getting out of life, you got to examine what you putting into life. Come on, LaToya. Let's go. If you don't like what you getting, you got to look at what you giving. In order to get something, you going to have to give something or give up something. And some of us, we don't want to give and we don't want to give up. Y'all don't even want to help me build this little thing up, okay? It's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you to join this invisible crown army, okay? Go to verse 11. Matthew 11, verse 28. Verse 27. All things has been committed to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father. It's like having a baby. If you have a baby, then you can nurse the baby off your body because the baby came from your body. But you can't take a baby, and give it to somebody else and say, feed this baby off your body. They can't feed the baby off their body because they didn't birth the baby. They didn't have the baby. What am I saying? Your dreams is connected to you. Your desires is connected to you. The things you want is connected to you. But the moment you go ask somebody what you think, then you abort what's for you. That's what it's really saying. You see the connection now? Okay, watch this. Watch this. No one knows the Son except the Father. No one knows the Father except the Son and those to whom the Son chooses to reveal Him. See, when you connect to the right people, all we needed was God's power right up in here. Everybody keep running to everybody else. God ain't in a lot of people. He ain't in no big old groups. He's in a small little group. Because all that matters is you get what you need and you do what you do. That's all that matters. Let's be clear. You don't have to sit here and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. A lot of you done made a lot of growth. Because I made a lot of growth. I didn't make a lot of growth because I was listening to others. I made a lot of growth because I knew I had to come before you. And my coming before you, I knew I had to be better. I had to be bigger. I had to be greater. I need to be better than anybody that operated in your life at this point. And I need to make sure that you can see value in me, even when I don't get no value out of you. Because if I bring value, then you inherited value. Some of you, you are undervalued. But I'm here to make sure that it balances itself out. Watch this, and I'm done. Finna pray us out, and I'm done, you guys. No doubt. Listen, it said nobody knows the Son knows the Father except the Son, right? And who He chooses to reveal Himself. Many of you, who you choosing to reveal yourself to? There's no one to reveal yourself to yet, is it? Because you ain't done what you're supposed to do yet, and have you? You haven't. See, you can't reveal a new you because you haven't even became a new you. You still the old you. And the old you didn't have no self-control. The old you was not balanced. The old you didn't have nothing to bring. The old you did not have no integrity. Come on, y'all. That's the old you. That's the old image of you, right? You couldn't reveal the old you to the new people. You couldn't reveal the old you to your future. Maybe this is why it says take off the old you and put on the new, because you can't be in love with the two. So you will love one and you will hate the other. You can't serve God and money, for you will love one and hate the other. You will love being on top and you hate people at the bottom. You will love one and hate the other. See, you're supposed to choose what you choose, but you manage how you choose, because sometimes it's a win-lose, and it doesn't matter long as you playing the role that you're supposed to play. That's the balance between hot and cold. I don't look to be lukewarm. I look to make a choice. And sometimes my choice will be the higher person. Sometimes my choice will be the lower person. But all that matters is, do I get the results at the end of the day? So here we go. Verse 28, let's go. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened. Stop right there. Why are you weary? Be not weary in what? In well-doing. Your dreams is well-doing. Your imagination is well-doing. The things you would like to see happen in your life, that's well-doing. That means that's well. I see it's perfect. I see it right there. This is what I desire. This is what I want. I want peace. I want love. I want happiness. I want joy. I want the things that just make my heart say, yes, God. I want things that when people see me, it say, yes, God. When I lay in my Tempur-Pedic mattress bed, when I lay down, it's just say, yes, God. When I drive, people should look at that car and be like, yes, God. When I get out, who in that car? Man, that is a bad car. Yes, God. Everything around you is created by God, so it deserves a yes, God. But if you can't sit here and recognize that some of the stuff you created is not created by God, it's created by you. Okay? And that's the old you. So let's get to the new you. It says weary, that means tired, and burdened. That means I don't know what to do, right? Many of us, burden. Here you go. And I. There go God right there. And I. But if you never see yourself weary, you got the right idea, but you're going about it the wrong way. Okay? You got the right idea. We going about it the wrong way. You keep trying to get somebody to teach you that ain't never took time out to teach you. Teaching you was your job. It is. It says, and I will give you rest. Do you know what rest means? Rest means I don't worry about the worst thing that can happen. I don't worry if it's the best thing gonna happen. I don't worry at all. It's like, okay, what's gonna happen? Oh, okay, well, hey, all right. Have you ever been that type of person that it didn't matter if it went this way or that way, to God be the glory? That's what it means to rest in God. For many of us, the Invisible Crown Army, I am my life coach. That's your foundation. We just choose what we choose, but we never lose, because even when we lose, it was worth losing for. If I'm going to go after something, it's worth failing for. The only one who failed is the one who never tried. The one who tried is the one who actually recognizing that they needed to study more. They needed to prep more. They needed to train more. They need to have personal development. They need to have inspiration. Why do you need motivation? Motivation is what gets you going. Habits is what keep you going. And for many of us, we have bad habits. Where do we get them from? We got them from our uncle. We got them from the past. We got them from the world. Come on, y'all. He said, come into my presence, I'll give you rest. Listen to this. Take my yoke. I am my life coach is a yoke. That means it's not my yoke, it's your yoke. God only coming to you when you're ready to become you. That's why I say I am my life coach, because I don't need followers. I only knew that I was going to lead leaders to leaders. If I'm a leader, you a leader, then why we both can't talk like leaders? Okay? That's the deal. But you can't put me around no sheeps and then expect sheeps to sit here and be leaders. Sheeps will never be leaders. Y'all my sheeps. You can't make a choice on your own. You can't make a decision on your own. Sounds like sheep behavior to me, right? Watch this. Take my yoke and learn from me. Stop. Take the yoke and learn. Some of you missed this part. Learn. How did you learn to worry? How did you learn to stress? How did you do all this? How did you learn to panic? Some people, I ain't got no patience. Who taught you that? It's a learned behavior. Patience is linked to your nervous system, okay? So you nervous. Some of you ever had to take a test, and the moment you got to take the test, you got to go to the bathroom. Have you ever had your mama tell you, take off your clothes, you getting a whooping? As soon as you got to get a whooping, you were so scared, it triggered your little bowel system, and you sitting there on the toilet like, I use it first, right? Because your nervous system is scared like you peeing. Have you ever seen a movie where they finna get ready and die, and before you die, they start peeing on themselves and stuff? That is your flush, okay? So when it says your flush is your your panic system. Oh my God. Some of you, your panic system so weak. You look at a guy looking at you, you be like, oh, he looking on me. Cut it out, okay? Cut it out. This is stupid. This is stupid, you guys, okay? This is stupid. Take on my yoke. Learn. Jesus just said, learn from me. That's all. Learn. That's all we here to do. We here to learn. That's it. That's all. We done. Watch this. Learn from me, for I am gentle. Ain't that something? I'm gentle. I don't even got to touch you, and I'm gentle. Right? I'm humble in heart. That means I don't need nothing from you. I ain't saying you dumb. Y'all so stupid. The wolf in sheep clothing, stupid stuff, crazy stuff. Man, please, get that out of here. Right? And you will find. Stop. And you will find. Stop. There you go, right there. That's the breakthrough, 29. And you will find rest for your soul. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your kids, not your... This is an inside job, inner concept. What is your soul? Your thinking, your free will, and your emotions. You will find rest for your soul. So for many of us, guess what you should be looking for? You should be looking for rest. For what? For your soul. That means I don't have to think no more. I just step in and be like, is this good for me? No, it is not. Then I'm out. Peace out. I'm done. That's it. Right? It says you'll find rest for your soul, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Light means not darkness. It's the opposite because you've been in darkness. The opposite of darkness is light. The opposite of down is up. The opposite of sad is happy. So for many of you, whatever condition you are in currently, right now, we need to find the wound and find the why to the what the hell is going on with you right now. If you're not happy with where your life is at, let's look at what did you put in. That's going to answer what you put in. All we got to do, find out what you put in. And when you find out what you put in, that's going to determine what is coming out. What you put in your body has to come out. What you put in your life has to come out. Now, when we want to realize what we put in, confusion, frustration, all of those things, that has to change. Let's change it now. Thank you guys. Ignorant lose today. Knowledge wins. Can I pray with you guys? Please pray with me. Let me close myself back up. God, listen. We thank you for what you continue to do for us. For many of us, we don't know how it's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen, but we do believe that it's going to happen. In this season of being seen, we're going to see our strength and we're going to see our weaknesses. But most importantly, we're going to remember to stop. We're going to remember to look and we're going to remember to listen. We're going to listen and we're going to listen and we're going to learn. We're going to learn because we're in a new place. We're in a new space. And God, we thank you today. God, I thank you that you are feeding us. You providing for us. You are covering us. You are directing us and you're leading us to a place that only you can lead us to. That's in you and through you right now. And we're grateful, God, that we're still in position to have what it is you have for us. We want to inherit bigger, better, greater, but God, we realize that it requires a new attitude. It requires a new look, a new outlook. But God, we ask for strength right now. We ask for strength. We ask for wisdom right now. We don't ask for prosperity or poverty, God. We just ask for this daily bread. That is our deal right now. We want a deal breaker. This is the deal breaker. The daily bread right now. Feed us, God, today, and we will have what we desire tomorrow right now. God, we don't want to be weary. We don't want to be weary in anything we do. But we recognize that we want your spirit. We want your power. And we want any power that's illegally operating against us to be disconnected right now. We don't want to jump our service. We don't want to have no blowouts. We don't want to have no put outs. We don't want to have no eviction notice when it comes down to us. So God, we want to know now who we need to release, where we need to go, how we need to manage. If you want us to go back and restore the connection, then God, we ask that you will provide us with what's necessary. Put us on a payment plan, God, that as we walk this walk in this self-recovery, that we learn to appreciate things on a day-to-day basis right now. Appreciate walking, appreciate taking our time, appreciate the air that you give us. Come on now, and appreciate another opportunity to do better than we did yesterday, to outperform who we was. Come on now, we gonna upgrade in you, God, today, and we are grateful for that right there. You're covering our mind. You're putting that invisible crown right there, rightfully where it belongs, and we will never move it because you put it there. Thank you for closing the doors that no man can close but you, God, and thank you for opening a new opportunity for us to go forward right now. We go forward in you and through you right now, no longer looking back at who we used to be, no longer indwelling on the past. Nothing is there. Everything that's back there is lost. We release it freely onto you, God. Everything that was taken from us, God, was never taken. We give it to you now. Anything we ever lost, if we lost our mind, if we lost our hearts, if we lost our way, come on now, if we lost our house, if we lost our position, our title as a wife, our title as a husband, whatever position we had that we lost, God, we give it back to you. And today we return back to you as spirit and truth because you created us. We return today. We run to you. We hide in you today because we love you and you love us. Thank you, God, for another chance to advance. Yeah. In Jesus Christ's name. Your name is on the line. We put your name on the line. And we thank you, God. We thank you, God, for this light that continues to shine in us and through us. For all those that connects to us, we ask that your power will empower them right now. We ask for peace to fall fresh on them right now. We ask that order be taking place right now. We ask, God, that you will govern and manage all those that connects to us, everyone that will come in contact with us, God, that you are God over everything that you have put us and placed us in. And we just ask, God, that as you watch us, Lord, help us identify with some of the things that we need to change quickly. Quickly. In Jesus' name. Delay don't mean denied. Delay don't mean denied. It's about time for us to take that walk. Stop, look, listen. That's it. Stop, look, and listen. Shouldn't be a lot of talking going on. No more talking. Not right now. We got to figure this out. Come on, Yahweh. We got to figure this out. Elohim. Come on, y'all. Jehovah Jireh. Let's go. My brother Dave, you already know. Shouldn't be a lot of talking right now. There shouldn't be a lot of talking in a new place right now, especially if you ain't got no experience. A lot of people talking ain't got no experience, ain't been through nothing, ain't seen nothing, ain't had nothing. Shut up, okay? Come on now, shut the mouth of the enemy, y'all. Stop, look, listen. That's it. Just stop, look, and listen. And keep it moving. Don't spend a lot of time on it. Y'all be good, man. Thank you guys for sharing my feed, too. Peace and blessing, bigger, better, greater. You already know why we here. Personal development, personal growth. Inspire yourself, believe in yourself, correct yourself. At this point, you teach yourself. I am my life coach. Who can come against you for that? That you want to coach yourself. Who is mad at you for wanting to be a better you? See, people too busy trying to take from you, but nobody want to give to you. You get what I'm saying? It said the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few because nobody's working on behalf of you. Think about that. Nobody's working on your behalf. That's your job. And maybe somebody will help you be a better you. That's it. I don't care if it ain't nobody but you sitting in that place. Okay? That's only temporarily. But God is always there. Figure it out. That's your job. Figure it out. And we're going to get out. Peace out.